pretty similar to last year. We have our public services, Fish and Loaves, Senior Alliance, the Taylor Reading Corps, Taylor Teen Health Center, all getting $5,000 each. Staffing at the Northwest Pool will go for $15,000. Recreation Center staffing $32,000. This year we've added a neighborhood cleanup agenda for $50,000.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Right.
Sure.
Can you just give us like what is the neighborhood cleanup? Who's going to be in charge of it? When's it going to happen? You know, where?
Is this the county parcel, Jeff?
Yes. Do you want to expand on that one?
Yeah, this is, we don't know if it's going to happen. We have to still do some due diligence. It appears that it's a county drain that runs through an MDOT owned parcel. So there's obviously other authorities that have to be issued. This is the area that's over by Avalon and Monroe, by the I-94 viaduct there. There's a very, very overgrown area. Well, let me back up. It's a very, very poor neighborhood section of Taylor that there's 4 or 5 streets that are right there, and then on the other side of Monroe there's a couple more. And of course then you have Kmart, and then you have probably a dozen more streets beyond that. In this area there's little to no park space that's there. This area, if we can at least get to a point where we can get the overgrown vegetation cleaned out, maybe it makes it more presentable. What I think this looks at is possibly even doing more than that, than just cleaning up the overgrown vegetation, and looking at can we possibly enclose the drain? Can we put the culverts in it and cap it? We don't know. It's very early. We have met with the drain commissioner, and it looks like it's possible, but it is going to take a lot of cooperation from other groups. But it is a very, very ugly piece of property that in this current situation provides no value to the residents.
Are you talking about like right up the hill there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Between Avalon and the expressway?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So we're saying that full amount would go to this particular area.
Correct. And if I could be really candid, if we do the drain enclosure, that's likely not enough. We would have to look at possibly other cooperative efforts, maybe with Wayne County. We're very early in the research, though. What's that? You know, meeting with the departments, actually, they are pretty supportive and helpful. Working with the CEO, not so much.
I noticed that there are public services that you have here. I was looking at with other cities how they kind of break that up, and I know that a few cities have like free legal services for their residents and fun things of that nature for like LADA, which is the Legal Aid Defenders Association. So like evaluating who gets funding and what services get funding, how do you reevaluate that?
That's a good question, because we have spoken about that. I think what a lot of these organizations have been getting annual installments. We're looking hopefully next year into going to where we'll have nonprofits apply for these, and we would maybe have a group go through the applications and determine who best fits the need, greatest need.
And like I said, I'm not sure who would even, I mean, if there's an immediate need for legal services for residents of Taylor, but I just thought that was a good piece to another city that I.
Yeah, we did discuss, you know, possibly going away from how we handle things now in the future, doing it more of an application basis, so we can get some new faces in there.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Jeff?
Yeah.
The home rehab, that's down like 30,000, isn't it?
That is correct, and the reason being is that we still have quite a bit of funding from previous years.
Okay, you
So
don't know how much?
I can get you that amount, but it's we just now finished spending our 13 allocation, so we still have probably, I'm gonna guess, 70,000 in addition to this.
Okay.
That's being conservative.
Are we getting it out to the residents good enough?
I'm sorry?
Are we getting it out to the residents good enough? That this is
Yeah, we're backlogged. You know, with
So we got a lot of people applying.
yes, we just put out a bid for concrete for 5 different residents. It's a very popular program. Seems to do quite a bit of aids a lot of people on fixed incomes or for lower moderate income.
But it seems like a lot more people are using it now.
Yeah, last year we did, I believe, 18 projects.
Well, if I could interject, there was a period of time that it was not available though, correct? Or,
Yeah, it was, well, we had funding that they just
They
wasn't
weren't-
being processed.
Yeah, it wasn't being processed.
There were about two, I think there was one project in 18 months prior to 2014. So what we did when I started is Hennessy Engineering and I reached out to all those that were in process application wise and got them taken care of first. And so yeah, we get quite a few applicants. We probably have seven applicants in process now.
As far as demolition, there's 100 on here, so we at least have like 170 or somewhere in there, I mean, or from previous years or something like that.
Just to explain that won't all be residential demolition. We did not receive the grant that we applied for, so a lot of this will have to go towards the Fletcher School demolition.
But there's still money for residential.
There is,
Okay.
yes.
I mean, not that we're using it that often.
We've spent very little last year. There's some in process. We have a property on West Point we're looking to demo. And then the abatement of Fletcher School is looking like it's gonna be about $70,000. Then probably the demolition will cost about $100,000 in their facility.
But when we, if we sell that property, that money will go back into.
The first
CDBG.
170 would
Okay.
go to CDBG and the general fund would get the remainder.
So the planning and administration, I mean, other than yourself, I
Yeah.
fall in that category, I mean, is like other departments charging back for their services?
Yeah,
Like
what happens if
building.
they spend time working on community development activities, some of them purchasing bills their time when they're putting out bids, things of that nature. It goes towards some of Hennessy's costs. Anybody who's billing time towards anything in regard to community development block grant.
Okay.
Any other questions? Let's go to number 10, and then after that, we want to go to your items for the gentleman here with the insurance company. It just dawned on me, you're so quiet over there. You want to go ahead and, we're going to number 11, and then we'll go skip.
Number
to-
11, our vacant
Yeah, we'll
parcel.
skip it to 39.
Yeah, that parcel is located on Inkster Road. The homeowners reached out to us. There's no water service, so Jerry marketed an evaluation of value, and basically we're selling it for right around the value that he believes it's worth. So.
Number 10, right?
Yes.
Is that what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
So
Jeff, there's like 3 different amounts on here. What's the actual sale for?
I'm sorry, our sale price is $6,000. They originally offered $5,000. Jerry estimated the value would be $9,000, but without water service.
Because I see like economic development
Like
signed off for
6,500.
$6K, and then the mayor's office signed off at $6,500, so I saw that there was like
Yeah.
3 different amounts.
We were trying to squeeze everything that we could.
Yeah. Was there any deed restrictions on that? Will they be able to build or expand their?
Jerry, can you address that?
They're, it's large, right
Did
now,
you see that?
they're,
It's a good size piece of property.
Those are their comments now.
to my knowledge, there will not be any deed restrictions assigned. I do deed restrictions on a 40-foot lot, that's 40 by 120, kind of not buildable.
And just to address, those photos came from the buyer. Those aren't our
And their
comments on
right,
it.
I knew
But
that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Did you see it, did you read it?
We just got these this evening, so we're a little busy behind.
But they would be responsible then, instead of the city of cutting and loiter, insurance, liability, so.
You want to move on to Sheila? You want to start
Sorry,
with
Madam Chair,
what?
also the proceeds of that would go to general fund, that's not community development.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to CDBG.
That's not CDBG, that would go to general fund.
Okay.